In this topic, we are going to learn cash transaction. So, definition of cash transaction. A cash transaction is a transaction in the form of money in which cash is used to settle the transaction that occur immediately. This method is different from credit transaction. According to Ratan P. Vatal Committee 2016, cash transactions in India are 12% as GDP, which has been set a target of 6% in the next 3 years. Under cash transaction, the asset purchase is delivered. Cash transactions in India are 12% as GDP, which has been set a target of 6% in the next 3 years. Under the cash transaction, the asset purchase is delivered immediately and payment is made in return. That is, both buyer and seller complete the transaction. Having direct and simple transaction, timely payment, cash purchase of goods to be cheaper than credit purchase. Having direct and simple transaction. So benefit of cash transaction is that having direct and simple transaction, timely payment, cash transaction of goods to be cheaper than credit purchase. It is possible to make investment by cash transaction. Cash transaction to help a business run continuously. So the cash transaction help the business it is possible to make investment by cash transaction. Cash payment to help a business run continuously. No problem of cyber fraud in cash transaction. What are the faults of cash transaction? So first fault is that suspicion of tax evasion, failure to purchase the goods due to lack of cash, fear of theft. So first is suspicion of cash evasion, failure to purchase goods due to lack of cash, fear to theft of money and robbery, problem of making money in distant places, problem of making payment in distant places, expenditure incurred by government in the printing and maintenance of currency, problem of corruption and black money, inflation and inflation problem due to excessive currency inflow, problem of counterfeit and fake notes. There can be possibility of fake note that can be minted or printed. Expenditure incurred by government in the printing and maintenance of currency. Inflation and inflation problem due to excess currency inflow. Problem of counterfeit fake notes. The circulation of counterfeit notes. And the circulation of counterfeit notes in India is the highest 12% in the world. Under section 269 ST of the Income Tax Act 1961, if a person receives cash of rupees 2 lakh or more in a day, then there is provision of fine on him. If a person receives cash of rupees 2 lakh or more in a day, then there is a provision of fine on him. Thus, based on the analysis of the merit and demerit of cash transaction, can be said that cashless economy is the need of the hour. UPI चलेगा by National Payment Corporation of India. To encourage it, the campaign is underway. Thus, based on the analysis of merit and demerit of cash transaction, it can be said that cashless economy is that need of the hour. Cash transaction approach. The theory of cash transaction of money was propounded by फिशर. फिशर थे तो उन्होंने कैश ट्रांजेक्शन की जो थ्योरी को प्रोपाउंड किया या प्रतिपादित किया. अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, quantity of money is the main determinant of price level or value of money. Quantity of money is the main determinant of price level or value of money. That is, if other things remain constant, then as the amount of circulation of money increases, the price level also increases in direct proportion and the value of money decreases. If the quantity of money is doubled, the price level will be doubled. If the quantity of money is doubled, the price level will double and the value of currency will be half. But if the value of money is half, then the price level will be also drop to half and value of the currency will double. Difference between cash transaction and cashless economy. कैश ट्रांजेक्शन जो है बाइंग एंड सेलिंग ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मनी इज कॉल्ड कैश ट्रांजेक्शन. Buying and selling of goods and service in digital form is called cashless transaction. In cash transaction is relatively simple, whereas in cashless transaction it is relatively technically complex. Transactions require both buyer and seller to face. So in cash transaction require both buyer and seller to face. It is not necessary for the buyer and seller to be face to face for the transaction. It is not necessary. Problem of inflation due to excess circulation of money in the market. Inflation is not problem. Fear of counterfeit fake notes. No such apprehension. So in cash transaction there is a fear of counterfeit or fake notes, whereas in cashless transaction there is no such fear or apprehension. 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 Suspicion of theft, robbery and can be done by a cash transaction, whereas in cashless transaction fear of cyber fraud is seen. Question can be made about write a note on cashless economy. Answer. Cashless economy means such form of economy in which all types of transactions are done through digital medium, that is debit, credit card, IMPS, instant payment service, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, RTGS, real time gross settlement, UPI payment, made through medium like mobile apps. National Payment Corporation of India is working as the parent body for this. Let's understand once more. Write a short note on cashless economy. Cashless economy means such form of economy in which all types of transactions are done through a digital platform like debit card, credit card, IMPS, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, RTGS, UPI, Unified Payment Interface are made through medium like mobile apps. National Payment Corporation is working as a parent body for this. Types of cash transaction. UPI, it is top prevalent cash transaction nowadays. plastic money like debit card and credit card, and banking, mobile wallet like phone pay wallet, Paytm wallet, on payment bank like Airtel payment bank, Paytm payment bank. Benefits of cashless economy. There are lots of benefits in cashless economy. For instance, there is a stop tax invasion. Second is black money ban, extensive access to banking services, cost reduction of printing, increasing efficiency of public welfare scheme. There are many benefits of cashless economy, but there are challenges in the path. Like the majority of population does not have access to net banking. So here we are talking about digital divide. There is seen as digital divide in country. So lots of people do not have even access of internet and smartphone. So how can they perform the cashless transaction? So we can say that it's cons of cashless economy. Cybersecurity issue. In cashless system, we see that there is a issue of cyber security, like data is being transferred from one company to another company for their advertisement purpose. High cost of network connectivity and internet. There is a high, if you are performing cashless transaction, you will need to recharge your phone, you will take Wi-Fi connection. So there is a huge expenditure, high cost, difficulty for uneducated class. Emphasize running a company UPI chalega to promote a cashless economy. So that's for now. Thank you for watching and listening. Cash transaction. Please like, comment, and subscribe.